3 people. Okay, good morning, everybody. I think I'm running late. Oh, no, I'm not. I've got 1 minute. So let's just have a little moment just to prepare our mind for the meditation. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to Chenrezig Institute and the basic program meditation for the morning. So take a moment to calm your mind and sit in a position suitable for meditation. And we'll just take a few minutes to take our breath as our object and let go of any other thoughts, feelings, sensations, or sounds. So just engaging in that and bringing our mind into focus, into concentration, ready for reflection on the Bodhisattva's way of life. So now we can gather around us all living beings. Of course, because we're bodhisattvas, we're going to generate every single living being around us. And not usually visualizing them in the form of humans, but of course we work for the benefit of every single living being, from every ant, every insect, every four-legged animal, every hell being, every preta being, every human being, even our enemies, people who cause us the most trouble. In particular, they are our teachers. Every Sora being and every Asura being, the whole kit and caboodle, every single living being. These are our objects to work with. And it's our job to develop minds of loving kindness and compassion, and in particular, the end result, bodhicitta. As we connect with our bodhisattva attitude, a mind that aspires to enlightenment for the benefit of all these beings. And of course, Shantideva, way ahead of his time, clearly he'd already attained the fully enlightened result, or a level of a most highest bodhisattva, and put these teachings together. Well, he says for himself, but how amazing we have access to these teachings so that we can follow the path travelled by Shantideva. And these teachings also held in very high regard and at the heart of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. His Holiness the Dalai Lama teaches expansively, vastly, on the Bodhisattva's way of life. When I came to the Gompa this morning, we were having a little bit of a laugh about walking up the hill. Like, I didn't have to walk up the hill, but Venerable Tony, who wasn't here yet, who was leading the practice this morning, was still walking up the hill. But thinking of that as walking up to enlightenment and coming from the lowest levels and bringing every living being with us. This is our job. And then Venerable Daichin arrived from the top of the hill, and Tishi came down. So I said, thank you, Daichin. Thank you for coming down to get us, because we all need help. We all need to be led, to be helped, to assisted on this path to enlightenment. And of course, we're learning all about joyous effort at the moment, and that it's this joyous effort, this amazing mind of rejoicing that rejoices in virtuous activity, that enhances and increases every other path in our mind through its motivation, through its energy. And it helps us get there. Also this morning, when I was preparing to do this meditation, I had a little look at Facebook, and the first post that was there was one that had been posted by Claire Barker, our receptionist at CI, and she'd quoted one of Shantideva's, or she quoted Shantideva, let's say, and it says, "The number of unkind and uncontrolled beings equal the measure of all space. Who could possibly defeat them in battle? But by overcoming anger from within ourselves, we overcome all external enemies. Where is there enough leather to cover the face of the earth? Yet by wearing leather shoes, we experience the same effect. Likewise, although it is not possible to tame the world with external forces, simply to tame one's own mind will tame one's entire world." So let's take those words and reflect on them for a couple of minutes. As our precious Guru says, in short, no anger inside, no enemy outside. So this morning, of course, I was wondering what I was going to do for the meditation this morning. And I opened Kabja Lama Zopa Rinpoche's book called Bodhisattva. It's a relatively new one, and it's very, 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 very good for the mind to read it. It's very heart-opening. And I turned over a few pages, and then I came to the sevenfold cause and effect method. But anyway, I went to the end of that, to the result, to Bodhisattva. So let's read through Kabja Lama Zopa Rinpoche's words about Bodhisattva. After all, this is what we wish to attain through engaging in the study, reflection, and meditation of this text. The final step of the 7 points of cause and effect is bodhicitta itself, the effect. Having passed through the other stages, we attain this incredible state of mind. As we have seen, bodhicitta is a main mind, not a secondary mental factor, which means our whole being spontaneously and effortlessly wishes to attain enlightenment in order to free all beings. Bodhicitta is the thought to benefit every single sentient being without exception, without excluding one single hell being, one single hungry ghost, one single animal, one single human being, one single demigod, one single god, one single intermediate state being. It's the thought to benefit every being on the ground, in the seas, in the air, every ant on every mountain, every fish in every ocean, every bird and insect in every field, every single sentient being in all the 6 realms. Whenever we say the refuge and bodhicitta prayer, we are vowing to generate bodhicitta. For instance, for all the countless all the countless shellfish on all the beaches of the world. Even on one beach, the number of shellfish is uncountable, and the wish to help even one shellfish is incredible. But we are vowing to help all shellfish on all beaches, in all the oceans, and not just to give them some temporary help, but to lead them to generate bodhicitta themselves, and so attain enlightenment. Similarly, by saying the refuge and bodhicitta prayer, we are vowing to free all ants from suffering and lead them to peerless happiness. Even in one garden alone, there are an incredible number of ants. So multiply that by all the gardens in a community, in a city, in a country, and in all the countries of the world, all the ants on the ground, under the ground, in suburban gardens, in fields in the countryside, on mountains in the Himalayas, in the jungles and deserts, an uncountable number of ants. We are vowing to free them all from all suffering and bring them to every happiness, up to enlightenment. These are just 2 species among billions. Here, we think of all the beings in all the 6 realms and generate the thought to bring not just temporary benefit to a few of them, not just temporary benefit to all of them, but the ultimate benefit of enlightenment to each and every sentient being. This is such an unbelievable, incredible thought. When we have attained bodhicitta, every action of body, speech, and mind is pervaded with this wish to benefit all sentient beings. This is why I say bodhicitta is the most incredible mind. That we have been able to meet the Mahayana teachings and hear about bodhicitta, and hopefully be working toward attaining this incredible mind, is amazing, astounding. It's hard to believe we have been this fortunate. It's like a dream. Bodhicitta is not the final goal, but it is the vital step we must take if we want to attain enlightenment. When we consider who alone has the perfect power to lead all beings from suffering into happiness, we see it is only the Buddhas. And therefore, with this heartfelt wish to benefit all beings, we determine we must attain enlightenment and become a Buddha ourselves. Rinpoche says we can definitely attain bodhicitta. There is a story of Drupkang Gelek Gatso, one of the Lamrim lineage lamas. Dre Drupkang had a guru called Atsara, who was giving him teachings on Bodhisattva. Although this was in Tibet, Dre Drupkang had a cave above Sera Monastery. It seems that this guru was not a monk, but an Indian sadhu with long hair rolled up on the top of his head. He lived in the forest and was quite ascetic, not fat, shiny looking, or well dressed like we are. One day, Dre Drupkang saw his guru next to his hermitage. He was crying, and without realizing his disciple was looking at him, he made a thumbs up gesture. In Tibetan, this means very good, as it does in the West. But it is also a way of pleading for help. And as such, it is a gesture that beggars make. Later, Drupkang asked his guru what he was doing, and he explained that he was reading Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's life story. In one of his lives, the Buddha gave all of his eyes and limbs to sentient beings, and how the people seeing he was nothing more than a limbless trunk and therefore utterly useless, took the holy body outside the city and dumped it. But even there, it was able to be of great benefit to the ants, flies, and other creatures that ate his body. Seeing this, the gods came down from the sky and made offerings to the Bodhisattva's holy body. Atsara said, Guru Shakyamuni Buddha is his mother's son. I am also my mother's son, but look at the difference. We are the same in that respect, but what incredible sacrifice and dedication he made for sentient beings. And look at me, what do I do? What do I do for sentient beings? Look at the difference. He cried to Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, sentient beings are born from mothers, and you are a worthy son serving them like that. But I haven't done anything for them. Saying that, he cried so much, knowing that he was unable to do as Guru Shakyamuni Buddha had done. One of the last times they parted, as Dre Drupkang was leaving, Atsara again emphasized, don't forget the bodhicitta practice. Unless you practice bodhicitta, other paths won't come to anything. To that, Dre Drupkang replied, bodhicitta is a causative phenomena. I am also a causative phenomena. meaning it is possible to change the mind. For example, with dough mixed from flour and water, we can make noodles, chapatis, cakes, and so forth. Because it's a causative phenomena, a dependent arising, we can change the dough into many different types of food. In a similar way, by creating the cause, we are able to generate the result of bodhicitta within our heart, just as Guru Shakyamuni Buddha did as a bodhisattva. For 3 countless great eons, he accumulated extensive merit, then achieved enlightenment and revealed the path in order to liberate sentient beings from all obscurations and lead them to enlightenment. This is exactly what we should do. The purpose of our life is to benefit every sentient being. We should think, even if at present I cannot sacrifice myself for every sentient being, as Guru Shakyamuni Buddha did, how wonderful it is that at least I am able to use my body, speech, and mind to benefit my family and make them happy. How fortunate I am. While I cannot actually offer my body as charity to other sentient beings, at least I am serving this small number of sentient beings and bringing them happiness. Like this, we should rejoice from our heart. So the words of Kojé Lama Zopa Rinpoche continue, but we will leave it there. May we be able to develop these qualities in our mind stream and bringing to mind all the living beings surrounding us who are a representation of every single living being in this universe, whom we wish to benefit, who we wish to free from all the sufferings of psychic existence and lead them to enlightenment. May we be able to do just that, to lead them to the state of full enlightenment by ourselves alone. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Enjoy your last couple of days of the Bodhisattva's way of life for this year. Thank you, Kate.
It was nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Great.
Really nice, really inspiring.
Yeah, well, remember that book of Rinpoche is really good.
Yeah, I must get that one.
Yeah, you can get it on Kindle.
All right.
Yeah. I don't think they've got it in their shop. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
Excellent. Well, enjoy your break.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be here. I won't be here today, but I'll be here tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm going painting.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I do every Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you painting today?
Oh, Vajrayogini.
Ooh,
Ooh.
sounds good.
Okay, thanks everybody. I'm going to finish that off. We'll see you after.